welcome to my home office. If you're new to my channel, I'm Charlie, I'm a web designer. I've been working remote for a tech company for about 3 years, and about 8 months ago I moved from London to Spain. So I've been working in this workspace for about 8 months now, and I kept waiting for it to be finished to give a tour, but then I kind of decided that it's never really going to be finished, and so I might as well just show you around now. So let me show you my workspace. If you saw my last home office tour, my one in London, you would have seen the room was quite tiny. This room, as you can see, is nice and large. So that's one of the perks of having moved to Spain. I guess let's start with the most important part of the room, the desk. So I have my desk out here in the middle of the room. When we first moved in, I had it kind of like against the wall, as I had with every other office I've had, but then there was kind of just this like huge empty space here, which didn't make much sense. And so put it in the middle like this. And it's really good because I work remote, I'm on video calls for all of my meetings. So I've got this lovely natural light coming in through this window here. And then I also get to have this like wall of gallery stuff behind me, which I'll show you in a second. So my desk is a standing desk from Flexispot. If I push this button here, you'll see I can raise up to my standing height. And then I just move my chair to the side and get out this little like foam mat thing that makes standing a lot more comfortable. Before this, I had a hand crank standing desk, so this has been a lot nicer. It's more expensive for sure, but it means that I actually do move up and down more often throughout the day because it's so much easier just to like hit the number, right? And it's preset to the heights that I want to have it at. So the frame is from Flexispot, but the desktop itself is a custom oak butcher block that I had made. I found this company that did like kitchen worktops where you can basically take a piece of wood and get them to cut it to size. So I got them to do things like round the corners, and then at the back here there is like a little hole for my cords to go down. So it's completely custom, the exact size that I wanted to have it at. And I just like the idea of having a wooden desktop better than the like plain MDF white that I've always had in the past. Let's put this in here. My chair is a Herman Miller Mirra chair that I got secondhand because these are very expensive brand new, so I wouldn't really recommend buying them brand new. There's always offices like selling off used stock when they change offices or whatever, so I got this on eBay, I'm pretty sure, and it's been a really great chair. Would definitely highly recommend. The computer that I work on is an iMac Pro, and then I have my external keyboard and trackpad with a little wrist rest. I'm a big fan of a trackpad rather than a mouse. On my desk, well, honestly, usually it's a lot messier than this. I'll insert a clip of what it looks like on a regular day, but I tidied it up for this video. I keep my iPad and my bullet journal near because I use them pretty much every single day. iPad for wireframing, bullet journal for like to-do list and notes and stuff like that. And then this is a mini light box that I got as conference swag. It's one of the only pieces of conference swag that I actually use. And this Keep Going Club is a reference to a project that my friend Isa runs, where it's sort of about like keep going, keep creating, push through, and I just find it really inspiring, so I have that sitting on my desk next to me. Over here next to my desk, just so the desk wasn't like right up against the wall, I put my drawers here, and this is like miscellaneous office stuff. I think we all have it, like stationery and cords and things like that. I don't know, somehow they just all got really full. This giant thing is a UPS. What does the U stand for?
Uninterruptible.
Uninterruptible power supply. Because here in Spain the buildings are quite old, and we found we kept having little power outages, little power cuts, which is obviously not good when you're working on a desktop computer because everything was just shut down. So now my iMac is plugged into this. So when our power has like a little blip, this takes over, and it gives me time to like save everything that I need and keep working for a little bit before I need to safely close the computer down and wait for the power to come back on. Keep a few candles here. I don't light them all that often, but I like the way they look. This is a little plaque that Nathan, the CEO of our company, made for everyone. This is like our company mission, and again, I just like having it there as a piece of decor. So I have my little desk area all set on this rug, which is kind of like Turkish style, I guess. It's got this like distressed look to it. I really like it. I love the color. I love that it gives the room a bit of a more cozy feel, and also it helps with the echo in here a little bit. You can probably hear it is still quite echoey but this rug definitely helped a lot since I put this in. Over here behind my desk, I have my parlor palm, which is rather large. It's grown a lot since I got it. I don't think I realized it would quite take up this much floor space, but it's nice to have a bit of greenery here in my office. Also on this wall, this is my gallery wall where I keep all my prints. I think it's really nice to have as a background when I'm on video calls, when I'm filming a video, but also I just love having art on my walls. I've collected all these prints from artists that I love, from small businesses, and this is what I like to buy when I'm traveling somewhere as a souvenir. So like this one up here is the Chicago skyline that I got when I did like a river tour of Chicago. And then I got this one, these feathers in Asheville when I was on a trip with some girlfriends. So yeah, it's like a nice wall of memories and also inspiring art. I've been thinking about expanding the gallery wall onto this wall here as well, because it's like just a big empty space. And then I would be able to see it more when I'm sitting at my desk. And it's like, I don't know, this is my workspace, why not fill it with art if I want to? Because also I've got way more prints now that are currently just sitting waiting for frames. So I don't know, let me know in the comments if you think that sounds like a good idea. Down here I also have my electric piano, which I usually keep covered up to keep the dust off it. I don't play this all that often, but it is nice to have when I do feel like, you know, tempting to tinker around and play something. I've been trying to relearn how to play it. So yeah, this is just my little like fun corner of the office. Let's move over to the other side. So we live in a 3-bedroom apartment, which means we have like our bedroom obviously, and then both myself and my partner Mark both have an office. And since mine is the bigger room, we decided it would double as our guest room as well. So we have this stackable bed here from Ikea. So this expands out and becomes sort of like I think it's like a king or queen size bed. But I also treat it as kind of like an office sofa. I thought about getting an actual pull-out sofa because it would look, you know, nicer and more normal, I suppose, than having a bed in the room. But it was really hard to find one that was going to be super comfortable. We want to be able to have our parents to stay, and my family lives in New Zealand, so when they come, they'll be coming for several weeks at a time, and so it's not nice to sleep on a mattress that's that thick, you know. So this does the job, and according to our guests, it is very comfortable. So I've got this lovely natural light coming in through this window here, and then also through these doors here, which lead out to our terrace. So it's nice that I can just walk outside whenever I feel like it, especially when the weather's nice, like it seems to be today. But this is the last like corner of my office, and this is where I do my podcasting from. So I have these two Ikea Kallax things stacked on top of each other for a bit of storage, because not much storage actually came with our apartment, and there's no like closet in this room or anything. And I put these doors and like shelf inserts on it, and I really like these leather door pulls. And so in here I keep like my camera stuff and just some like files and things, and then there's a few like stuff on display, like my books arranged in rainbow order, the few books that I do own. I keep my podcasting mic on this arm here because I want to try and create like a little enclosed space when I record to reduce that echo. So usually what I do is open this door and drape this pink blanket on top of it. Sometimes put a pillow up here, and it makes for like a little like slightly less echoey area. This is a painting that I did the other weekend, like doing like abstract stuff, and it kind of doubles as a bit of sound proofing, echo reducing, whatever that word is, sound dampening. It's a canvas with some towels like taped behind it, so it's both art and function. We love it. Yeah, so podcasting mic just sits on there, and I set my laptop up here whenever it's time to record. Also up here we have my HomePod, which is how I listen to music out loud in the office. And this is another light box that I have. Can you tell I really like light boxes? This is like a reference to Dear Evan Hansen. If you've seen or heard that, then you'll know. Then I guess the rest of the office, I have like my tripod that sits here for when I film videos. And then up here I have my YouTube play button sitting proudly on the side of this cabinet right here. And then behind the skateboard, which I really want to hang on the wall, but like we can't drill into it, and I can't hang this up with command strips like I have all my art, so I don't know, it just sits on the floor for now. And this is where I keep my exercise equipment, because this office also doubles as my home gym too. That is it for a tour of my home office. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. There'll be links to all of the stuff that I can find mentioned down below in the description, so check that out if you've got any questions. let me know in the comments, but I hope you enjoyed seeing it and I hope you have a good day. Bye.